Right, here I am in Tinkercad, and I'll show you around. And if you look closely there, right on this corner that was lifting, seems to be a tiny lip just there where that line is. Okay. So here's a bit of a closer look at that lip. See that? Just a small edge there. So I don't know if that's what's been causing the curling, sorry. But I'm going to do what I did earlier. I shaved a bit off, and I'm going to use the same method. So I'll drag in a cube, and quite often I want to use a ruler if I'm going to make something quite a bit bigger or what have you. So I'll type in some values here that are going to be bigger than the actual part that's been printed. I'll just drag this down for now. I'm going to change this to 5mm, so I'm going to move 5mm at a time using the cursor keys there. Move about, and Control up will move up and down, but you can drag that arrow there sometimes. Going to change it to a hole. So going to change this to a finer amount, and gradually I'm going to move this up using the Control and up cursor key. So I'm going to shave, well, it will be shaving a bit off this eventually. See that edge there? And after moving that hole up, just so it's going to shave a little bit off there, I do a group, and after a short while, well, a few moments, it removes all that section there. So like this. So now it's removed that bottom layer off there, and hopefully now that's going to be flat and stop that curling from happening. Now there is an issue with this, doing this method obviously, is that now this part isn't flat on the bed. So I'm just checking around here to see if it looks okay first. Sometimes I click that to get stuff lined up, and here I'm going to change this to 0, and that will put it onto the bed. So just type in there, still got the ruler on, 0, and now it's flat on the bed. Okay. Make sure it's saved, download the file, clean the file, etc, 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 and go to print that file basically. Little bit of ooze there, and I've just cleaned it off. Oops, try and get some bit more light on. So this has just started printing, about 6.5 hour print I think. This is the back plate again. I've changed the file slightly. All I've really done is like shave a bit more off, well, what is the back of the back plate. That's what will be touching the bed, to make easily sure that that is absolutely flat. Because there might have been a bit of bumps in it that were causing some like curling on this print in the corners with blue painter's tape, blue filament I mean to say. Here's some details. It's, for me, curling mainly, I'm not going to say 100% mainly, occurs with this blue filament. good circle there. Sometimes I think the slicer, I think it is, seems to skip out like gaps in the circle, like over in that right hand corner there. That's a very bad circle. This other circle here is fine. The tripod gets caught sometimes. Let's have a look at that circle over there. That looks okay. You notice a red light flashing, that's my heat bed RGB LED warning light. We'll talk about that down well on here. I have 3 big 20 watt LEDs, which if I put more than one on, there's one on now, it's fine with one on, but if I put say 3 on, then it behaves erratically even though it's on a separate power supply. RGB is controlled by Arduino Nano, separate power supply. So I will be chopping, I think, quite a bit of this video out, probably 2 or 3 hours. Yeah, well, I think it's mainly when I get to about a 3 hour stage I notice any curling on this plastic, so I'll probably come back in about 2.5 hours if I do, once I start pausing this video. I'll just let you watch this a little bit. Still fascinating to see the plastic getting painted onto the bed surface. I have to say, rant wave coming up, is that one of the things that really, I don't know how to term it, upsets me, cheeses me off with 3D printing is, like with this print, you say, look, it looks quite good, it looks like you got the squishing down, the temperature's okay, you print it out in black PLA, exactly the same model. I'm not saying I have with this, or I haven't, not exactly the same, but say I had, and it came out fine, you haven't changed any settings really. You go to print and it's printing fine, 3 hours down the line and it starts curling in the corner or something goes wrong. So after all that time of, maybe you spent 2 days modifying the file to get as you want, and it fails. It's so frustrating to say the least. let you watch this a little bit longer, and I'm going to stop the video, and I'll probably come back in 2.5 hours, I think. Well, on the video we'll be checking the print every so often, so to speak, myself. I won't make you suffer every single part of this print. I don't know, it's something about that. I'll show you this from a different angle first. Even though it hasn't done a neat circle on the first part of that printing there in the right hand back corner, I'm going to leave that because I think that will correct on the next layers. Okay, it's 20 minutes into this print, and I'm going to pause the camera now for the video for probably 2 hours. Well, 3 hours 20 minutes into this print, and yes, that is still lifting over there, that same corner, still curling. This is what really cheeses me off with 3D printers. What, you spend 3 hours and then you find out it's you know, you wasted time, you wasted plastic. Try and get you a closer look at that. This bloody corner. I do not believe that that is not flat on the bed, and it's not because of bumps on the bed, because I have printed out stuff in black PLA, even bigger than this sometimes, and they come out fine. It's blue PLA. I think I'm going to stop this because I don't want to waste any more plastic. Might as well throw this plastic in the bin out, to be honest with you. I did to this design to try and, no, that's all I did, is shave some off the bottom. just to try and make sure it was absolutely flat on the bed. I don't know, in this corner might be very slightly. Well, people don't believe you, look at that. And especially if I get above that skirt, I can get the edge of that paper quite far under that corner there, even past that hole. Honestly, what is the point